we used to lose every fight. I made a master plan. At that time, it was super duper. We just entered their room, pulled their hair from behind, and dragged them outside. And we started dum 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 and started beating them.
Oh God. Instead of humiliating your said partner and kind of creating ruckus.
A man has his responsibility towards parents and
Mhm,
commitment to his wife. Can
mhm,
take a right decision regardless of who
mhm,
it is. If he will not support parents, then parents may hurt.
mhm.
Parents should evolve with the time.
Once a person gets married, who comes first, their spouse or their family?
And a man should be emotionally intelligent.
I like the mindset you carry.
Wise to
What plans do you have for the weekend, for the next week?
I don't have any specific plan. My kids are quite young, so I prefer to stay at home rather than going out.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. Anything in specific you want to talk about, Kusum?
Yeah, first of all, let's start with introduction because I don't know much about you and I would love to hear.
Okay, okay, certainly. All right, then, starting with my introduction. My name is Mahira,
Mhm.
and currently I am a tutor here at Clapingo,
Mhm.
and I'm a student. So I study philosophy,
Mhm.
and yeah, I like connecting with people. That's why I'm there on this platform.
Yeah, that's great. Good to know.
I see. Oh, I love your sari, by the way. It's very beautiful.
Thank you so
I see.
much.
It's a Banarsi sari, right?
Yeah, it's Banarsi. And where are you
I
connecting
see.
from? I forgot to ask.
I'm connecting from Delhi.
So,
Yes.
how is the
And
weather
you're,
now?
oh, the weather polluted. I think that would be the appropriate answer. Polluted, pretty polluted, but it's getting colder. So the days are pretty cold, and in the later half of the day, it gets very cold. So it's shawl season
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Delhi. What about at your
yeah.
place?
Weather is,
Is it cold? Is it okay?
yeah, it is almost same because I'm living in Delhi NCR.
Oh, okay. All right. So, how long have you been on this platform? And how has that been for you?
I have been attending sessions for quite some time now. It's been more than 2 months.
Oh, and how regularly do you go for these sessions?
I almost take sessions every day, sometimes on alternate
Oh, that's
basis,
great.
but I try to
Mhm.
have sessions every, yeah. Mm.
Oh, that's great.
What
Having
about you?
that consistency will really help you try, bring that difference in your English in general. Also, you
Hmm.
like to work on your communication skills, as you mentioned. So,
Mhm.
you take sessions here at the platform. Is there anything else that you indulge in, and how do you put that work in the language on your own accord?
Sometime, whenever I don't make video calls, then I try to speak on audio calls.
Mm-hmm.
There are lots
Okay,
of English platforms where I do connect with learners.
I see, I see. And how has your journey with the language been, with English
Mm,
specifically?
yeah, my English journey has been incredibly well, I would
Mm-hmm.
say, because
Mm-hmm.
when embarked on my English journey, that time I was not able to speak in English with confidence. I used to get stuck while speaking, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to make lots of grammatical mistakes. But
Mm-hmm.
now I can see a remarkable difference in my speaking. Now I can
Mm-hmm.
articulate my ideas clearly and confidently. Yeah, there is always
Mm-hmm.
room for improvement. I want to
Mm-hmm.
elevate it. So that's all about
Mm-hmm.
my English.
See, that's what matters. I like how you're recognizing your growth while also seeing there's room for more. That's interesting. I
Yeah,
see.
learning never ends.
That is true. And since you're practicing daily, then that's great. You would get to notice more differences every single day. You'd get to catch on more words. Especially talking to other people really helps.
Yes, yes, because we naturally pick up some phrases, vocabularies, idioms in context. If I will
Mm-hmm.
cram one word and try to make sentences, maybe I will not be able to retain for a long time. But now we are
Mm-hmm.
conversing. If you will
Hmm.
use any new word and that fascinates me, definitely I
Mhm.
would. Yeah,
Hello.
actually, I was getting a call. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no worries, no
I,
worries. You're back.
yeah. So, okay, so let's talk about childhood. Would you love to
Hmm.
share any one of the funniest incident about your childhood?
Oh gosh. Okay, the first thing that comes to my mind when you speak of that, I feel like I'm still a child. I like to view myself in that light. I feel like it's very important to keep your inner child alive. So I still treat myself as a child. That I was a very naughty kid growing up, my mother tells me. And I would run around the house a lot. So sometimes my parents would see that there's something that passed by, and that used to be me.
Hmm.
So I used to love running. So I think that's a funny thing that I used to run along. And I had very curly hair. So they just see my hair and just someone running.
Mhm.
So that was me growing up. What about you?
Okay. Okay, I would love to share one of the funniest incident about my
Mhm,
childhood. I grew up in a big joint family. We are two siblings. In my
mhm,
family, there were some of them are three, four, five. We used to lose every fight, every single time because we were two
mhm,
and they were three or four. So one
mm.
day, what happened? My parents and their parents went outside along with all
Mm.
the kids to one.
Okay.
Yeah, at that time we were there, we two were there, and there were two cousins as well.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
thought, then I made a master plan. Yeah.
Okay.
So, so how will we win the fight today? My
Okay.
two cousins were watching a movie, Judwa.
Mhm.
At that time, it was super duper.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Director was Salman Khan. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and they were completely engrossed in that movie,
Uh-huh.
like a saint and priest. And
Mhm.
so, what we do, we just enter their room,
Mhm.
pulled their hair from behind, and drag them outside.
Oh gosh.
So yeah, and they were asking what we have done, why are you doing
Uh-huh.
like this? And
Oh
yes, they,
no.
and we started dum 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 and started beating them.
Oh God. But your master plan worked.
Yes, on that day, we
Mhm.
won the fight. We won the battle.
Okay.
I would say, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to wish I should have three siblings so
Mm-hmm.
that we can get a chance to win the fight.
Oh yeah. Hmm. I
Yes, we were
see.
so naughty. At that time, I was, I think, second, third grade. Like,
Mm-hmm.
age difference is quite less among all the kids. Those were really funny days. I remember those
Mm.
days, and I'm feeling so nostalgic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how does it feel like you think of your childhood memories and now you have children?
Now that vibe has almost finished. Even though I am
Mm-hmm.
living in joint family, but that love bond is not there. Because
Mm-hmm.
these days we are just obsessed with mobile phone. Everybody
Hmm.
glued to their screen.
Hmm.
Yes, so even at social gatherings we are sitting in one room, but
Hmm.
nobody wants to talk. Someone is scrolling their reels, someone is watching movies and English content. So that
Hmm.
love and bond is still missing.
I see it's been
But that
subtracted because.
that time was really amazing. Those were the
Hmm.
golden days, I would say.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
No, I must have not been alive throughout the entire time of it, but then I do agree that earlier when people were not that invested in their phones and scrolling and tech all the time, they were actually present in that moment. So that's what mattered.
Yeah,
Hmm.
a lot.
And
Yeah.
nowadays, children get so glued to their phones and iPads, and they're just watching all of
Hmm.
these rhymes and whatnot.
Yes,
So
it's
times have
true.
changed.
Hmm. It's true, true.
And how is parenthood for you? So you have two children?
Hmm.
I see. And what ages are they, if you want to talk about them?
My elder one is going to 10 in December.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Younger one is going to turn 3 in February.
Okay,
So they
okay.
both of them have a huge difference. Hmm.
And they're both girls or are they both boys or?
Elder one is boy, younger one is a
Mhm.
girl.
Okay, I see. And
Yeah.
how do you find managing kids? How is that? Since they're at this young age group, they must cause a lot of trouble in the house.
Even though they have a huge difference, but
Mhm.
my elder one is quite sophisticated and
Mhm.
self-reliant. On the other
Okay.
hand, my younger one is mischievous.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps me on my toes throughout the day. and
Mm-hmm.
she is obstinate by nature. Sometimes, I can't make her understand, but
Mm-hmm.
I try my best as a mother.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite, I juggle with a lot of things, but mothers have no choice. Yeah, we have to manage everything.
Mm-hmm. No,
Hmm.
but I'm proud of you for managing all of that while being connected on the platform and improving your English and teaching. It's a lot of good things that you're managing all at once. Must be a lot of work, but I think you're doing great at it and you should keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for your kind words.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll ask a question. Someone asked me, but I was not able to answer it. In a
Okay.
joint family, a man
Mhm.
struggles with lots of responsibility.
Mhm.
Sometimes he has to spot his parents. On the other
Mhm.
side, he has to spot his wife.
Mhm.
Sometimes it is difficult to make a right decision. So,
Mhm.
how can he maintain a equilibrium in parents and wife?
Mhm. I
Did you
feel
get my
like,
question? What I want to ask?
yes, 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 I did. So, what I
Okay.
understood from your question is that when there is a man in a joint family, he sometimes
Yeah.
has to support his parents and he has
Sometimes,
to support his wife as well. So, you're
how
asking
can he
how can
maintain
he
a,
manage
yeah, how can he manage? How can he maintain a harmony
a harmony? Yeah,
between?
yeah. Well, my perspective on this, Kusum, would be that I feel like once you get married, and
Hmm.
if you're bringing your wife into your house, into your joint family, then the only backup she kind of has is you, is the husband, right? Because she's married to the husband. And
Hmm.
I think it is important in cases where the wife needs support for the husband to be very vocal about that support, because we see it a lot of times in Indian households that they don't do that, and
Hmm.
that's why the women have to cater to the in-laws, and they have to work in accordance to them, and it turns very toxic. But I do understand that, sometimes when the parents might be right and maybe the woman somewhere or maybe the man somewhere is lacking because there are elders at the end of the day, then I feel like that conversation can be done in private and discussed in private instead of humiliating your said partner and kind of creating ruckus. I think it is important for the man to support his wife, and if there are certain things that they need to talk out, they should do that in private while maintaining harmony with the parents. So, but I would say that my perspective is supporting the wife is very important because a lot of men neglect doing that and it backfires for the women.
I beg to differ in this term. I feel, to my
Mm-hmm.
experience, yeah, I can understand a man has his responsibility towards parents and
Mm-hmm.
commitment to his wife. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he struggles. So what he can do, instead of being partial, he can take a right decision regardless of who
Mm-hmm.
it is. He should be pragmatic while making decision. He should be fair,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Decision should be not based on biasness. It's based
Hmm.
on practical approach, like
Hmm.
not on favoritism.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, because if he will take the side of his wife, she will feel neglected because she
Hmm.
also wants appreciation. But if he will not support parents, then parents may hurt. First thing is he should be take a right decision. Who is right, who is wrong. The second thing is
Hmm.
parents should evolve with the time because everybody has their own way of thinking. But elders should
Hmm.
change their mindset. Yeah, this way I think a man can
Hmm.
manage
I see. That's a very fair
emotional
way of thinking.
equilibrium.
Hmm. Yeah, I
I
see. That's
don't
a
know.
very fair way.
Yeah.
Hmm. All
Yeah.
right. I want to ask another question. Since
Yeah.
you are personally in a joint family, I think you have a lot more exposure to this.
Hmm.
So, what do you think? Once a person gets married, who comes first, their spouse or their family?
No one comes first. It should be
Mm-hmm.
balance, I would say. Because one day I have to be mother-in-law, right?
Mm-hmm.
So best
Mm-hmm.
thing is maintain a balance, and a man should be emotionally intelligent. While making decision, he should be fair enough.
I see. That's a great answer.
Yeah,
Because a
because
lot of the times people
yeah,
end up placing their parents first or sometimes their spouse first, and that is what kind of breaks the harmony.
Yes, if someone is taking right decision, not
Hmm.
based on favoritism, so everybody
Hmm.
would appreciate his decision because he's not
Hmm.
harsh in the long run.
Hmm. That
Because
is true.
if he will support his wife, it would be difficult to live in joint family. If he supports parents, then again it will be difficult to live in joint family. Right? So he should be diplomatic.
Hmm. Hmm. Because supporting the wife is very important. Otherwise, she'll feel alienated into the family she has just, you know,
Uh-huh.
entered. And then if he alienates the parents entirely, then that won't work either.
Yeah, and one thing is true, like if a man doesn't respect his wife, she doesn't get respect anywhere in the family. So
Mm-hmm.
a man sport is must. Yeah, a man
Mm-hmm.
can feel valued among all the family members, just appreciating her.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Hmm. I
So
see
what do
that's a
you
very
think?
good thinking process you have. I like the mindset you carry.
Uh, No, actually, when you live in joint family, so your perception gets changed over a time. Because I have been
Hmm.
married for 13, 14 years. So I'm getting exposure.
I
Hello.
see. Yeah, you're living it. It's not just a question for you. You're living it. You have real life experience of it.
Yes, because reading a book and using those theories in your daily life, it's different, completely different. Everybody
I
gets
see.
different question papers.
That is true. Everybody does get different
How will
question
you
papers.
write answer? It's depend on your creativity.
Hmm, that is true.
Yeah.
That's a very good metaphor you used. I really like that.
So what
That
do you think?
everybody gets different question papers.
But how will you
Hmm.
write? It depends on you.
Hmm, that is
Yeah.
true.
So what do you think? What do you think? What's your take on it? Like you ask me a
Well, my
question, a man should support his wife or parents. Who comes first?
I think I do agree that it is important to keep that balance, but I honestly have not had that experience yet. So I believe that it is important to prioritize both. Again, depends on the context, depends on the situation. You have to, all of them are your relations, and they're all people who matter to you. But even if it's for the wife, or even if it's for the husband, I think it's important to kind of figure out where you need to give importance to your spouse, where do you need to give importance to your parents. But I do feel like it's very important to back your
Mhm.
spouse up a lot of the times, because especially for women, because they get alienated. We see the reality. They get alienated in joint families because the a
Mhm.
lot of the times the men do not support them. So I think it's very important to back up your spouse. It is
Yeah.
important to back up your parents too, but you have to kind of navigate that, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. If a man doesn't spot his wife, then she will look for her mother.
This has been a very great conversation. I've really liked your perspective. It's been very interesting. Specifically, since you live in that kind of a condition, then I feel like your perspective comes from experience.
Yes. Yes.
So, anything you want to conclude with?
Living in joint family brings lots of happiness, sometimes confrontation, but
Mhm.
overall I would say kids learn a lot because kids get lots of love from their
Mhm.
grandfathers, uncle, aunts, and
Mhm.
they understand the meaning of the siblings, cousins, uncle, aunts, most of the people living in joint family. So kids don't get that love, and kids
Mhm.
become so introvert, they even
Mhm.
don't want to love to share with their parents. So that is the
Right.
biggest problem. And
Mhm.
over a time, kids suffer from sometimes mental illness as well.
Mhm.
So these type of cases are also rises. So living in joint family, I would say, it's a blessing.
Mhm. It's a blessing. You get to be exposed to so many people, so many
So
loved
many
ones.
people, yes,
So I do understand.
yes,
It's very important for child growth specifically,
right,
because you get to
yes.
interact with so many people and you get to
Hmm.
open up a lot more. I see.
Yeah, and you get a chance to celebrate your birthdays, anniversary in a grand way. You can invite
Hmm.
people. Hmm. Yeah.
I
I
see.
think we are running out of
All
time,
right
right?
then.
Ra?
Yes. All right, then let's draw
Lovely
this
talking to
session
you,
to a
Mahira.
close. It has been great talking to you.
Yeah, yeah, same
All
here,
right.
same here.
Okay,
Have a
then.
nice evening. Bye bye.